If you are a service provider and you do not have an FAQs page on your website, you might be wasting a lot of time and repeating yourself far too often. So today I want to share with you why every service provider should have an FAQ page on their website. Hi, I'm Ms. Kimmy, digital marketing strategist and social media manager over at marketingsparkler.com. And yes, I do have an FAQs page on my site. Now here's the thing when it comes to FAQs, otherwise known as frequently asked questions. The reason why I say every service provider should have a FAQs page on their website is it helps you with three different things. One, your FAQs help you to stop being so repetitive. If you're anything like me, people ask you the same questions over and over and over and over again. Why do you keep repeating yourself? If this is the case, then identify those 5 to 10 questions that everybody asks you and simply put them on your FAQs page. And this way, when people are visiting your website and they're getting to know you, learn more about you and your services that you offer, they can just read it for themselves and they don't have to ask you these questions. Okay, so the first thing is that it helps you with the repetitive nature of answering the same questions over and over again. The second thing an FAQs page helps you to do, which you might not think about, it helps you to show people what it's like to work with you. Because when you answer those types of questions, the questions that are often asked about service providers have to revolve around the process of what you're doing and what it's like to work with you. So if you can answer those questions ahead of time, then you're already cutting through the fluff, cutting through the chase, so that by the time somebody talks to you, they have an idea of what it's like to work with you. Okay, and then finally, looking at my notes here, the third thing is that it helps you to really streamline your process and show it to your potential client in a way that they can easily understand. So for example, part of the questions that people ask you, as I said, revolve around what you do, how you do it, basically a demonstration of your services. So if you have a particular process, then why not put that on your FAQs page? You know, whether it is about onboarding, payments, whether it's about what it's like to work with you in terms of pre-work and post-work, the types of information that people should get together beforehand, where they should be in their business before they even reach out to you. All those types of things you can put on your FAQs page. Now you might be saying, well, Miss Kimmy, I have that information on other pages on my site. That's cool and all, and I hope you do have that information on other pages on your site, particularly on your services pages. However, your frequently asked questions page is just for frequently asked questions. So I can cut through all the storytelling and all the clutter and really find out specifically what I want to know, what I need to know at a glance before I ever reach out to work with you. And that's why I say every service provider needs a frequently asked questions page on their website. Is because it eliminates repetition. It allows you to kind of demo what it's like to work with you. And it allows you to go a little bit deeper into your process of how you work with clients and what they may need to do or may need to set up beforehand. And that way it alleviates pressure from you. You don't have to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Your prospective client gets an idea of what's going on behind the scenes, what they need to do beforehand, even if they're the right person for you. Okay, and then finally, they get a taste of what it's like to work with you. So again, identify those at least 5 to 10 questions that you know people ask you time and time again. And if you're kind of new in business and you don't have 5 to 10 questions yet, think about what is it specifically. If nobody read any of the other pages on your website, what specifically do you want their prospective client to know about you? Because think about it. I'm going to let you know a little secret, okay? We don't read anymore. Most people are not reading all these long sales pages and all these wonderful stories. They aren't reading any of that. So your FAQs page can get straight to the point. You can drive your message home and you don't have the extra fluff and stuff on the page. Your FAQs page is going to work for you. It's like an assistant getting rid of the repetition and cutting straight to the chase. So if you are a service provider and you do not have an FAQs page on your website, I highly recommend you go build one out right now. Until next time, this is Ms. Kimmy, digital marketing strategist and social media manager over at Marketing Sparkler. Have a great day.